When I first changed over to optical sights on my service rifle in 2017, I had almost no previous experience shooting with a scope. It was obvious that a new sighting system would require a lot of learning and a change in methodology. Some of those learnings were pretty evident from the start, like recognizing when the reticle was in the 10 ring and adjusting more delicate windage and elevation knobs. Other things were more subtle and would only become evident after spending time behind the scope on the range it matches. This video is about one of those subtle things that I learned and applied to my rifle. When I talked to other shooters about their optical setup, a lot of them added some kind of aperture to their scopes. The idea behind these is to control head position to a small window and limit possible parallax error. This idea isn't new. In fact, I found this type of device in one of my American Rifleman magazines. Now, I never really worried about parallax error since my loophole had parallax fixed at 300 yards, so adding some kind of aperture was not something I was interested in.
In a way.
But in my first year of shooting a scope, I did notice something that was bothersome. In most matches, I would be shooting prone in the afternoon. At that time of day, the sun would cause the image in the scope to be very bright. This was distracting and a problem that I wanted to solve. Having some way to dim the image coming through my scope without degrading my sight picture would be beneficial. That's where a lens reducer comes in. White Oak Armament sells these reducers as a pair of lenses, one clear and the other one tinted. I bought a set thinking that the tinted lens would cut down on the non-important light coming into my eye. In addition to the lenses, a reducer comes with this outer ring that holds the assembly on the scope. Additionally, there's this threaded nipple with a counterbore. The counterbore is where the lens sits. I assembled the components and mounted them on the scope. Here's the image through the scope without any lenses added. Look at the brightness of the image where the sun hits the ground. This image is of the same area, but with the tinted lens reducer added. The sunny parts of the image are less harsh and easier on my eyes. Here are the two side by side, so you can see the contrast in brightness. After using a tinted reducer on my scope for the past 5 years, I will continue to do so as I'm happy with the way it has softened the harshness of the afternoon sun.